Yeah. What are you doing? What are you doing? How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel. Yeah. Okay. Hey, it's April 2nd, and it's Tuesday. I guess. Toastmasters tomorrow. Okay. Here's a little bit of quick movie review and some news. I'll run through the news. Yeah. And so, the movie review that I'm going to do is I guess it's just a quick sloppy thing.
Please go.
Please go. Please go, says the voice box. In the land of saints and sinners, Ilam Neeson, the guy from Taken, that guy. He's like the small club of old men rule kind of guy. Denzel Washington, Liam Neeson. So he's this dude. He's in Ireland, and he's an Irishman, and all the people in Ireland are Irish. Yeah, I mean it's like heavily Irish because it's set in the early 70s, and yeah, spoilers all over because I can't be. It's a heavy story into the story. This movie, So there's lots of visuals of Ireland, real backcountry Ireland. It's beautiful, you know. If you like, it's like a little vacation to Ireland in a sense, but it includes the IRA, the Irish Republican Army Group, the kind of guerrilla terrorists in Northern Ireland, usually in Belfast, the city, and a lot of
Not all of us.
Not all of us. No, not all of us. But pub bombings and shootings, and it was kind of.
Watch what 2024 chicken.
Stop! What the heck? What was that? So there's like pub bombings and fighting and guerrilla warfare and U2 Sunday, Bloody Sunday, and all this horrible fighting and conflict in kind of city residential urban style things. And it's kind of because of, well, in a general sense, England claims Ireland as part of the United Kingdom, and Ireland's like more, we're independent, you don't rule over us. So there was resistance in Northern Ireland, and that's a big bulk, and plus they're Anglican and they're Roman Catholic in Ireland, so there's a big bulk of it was independence. So in the midst of all, and I don't think it's like that so much now. I mean, you know, pray for peace in Ireland, but it's a lot less than it was at its peak in the 70s kind of thing. So during the midst of all this, here, let me read the, because it's probably good to, if I can just use this phone, I'm getting better at it. There we go. Here we go. It says, starring Liam Neeson, not Neeson, in the land of saints and sinners. Liam Neeson, Kerry Corgan, Colm Meaney, Chergreen, Desmond Eastwood, not related to Clint Eastwood. It's not Clint Eastwood's son. Jack Gleason. Okay, Ireland, 1970s.
Eager to leave his dark past behind, Finbar Murphy
It was Liam.
leads a quiet life in the remote coast town of Glenculmsealer.
It's a little town, hard to pronounce the names. Far from the political violence that grips the rest of the country. So it's going on everywhere, and he's like way out in the country. But when a menacing crew of terrorists arrive, led by a ruthless woman named Dorian, Dorian Carrie Corgan, Finbar is drawn into an increasingly vicious game of cat and mouse, forcing him to choose between exposing his
secret identity
or defending his friends and neighbors. Okay, so that's what the trailer was on that. Okay, so basically, it's very rich in story, this movie. So if it's like old-fashioned movies. I gotta say old-fashioned because now it's like all CGI. Explosion movie. This is like real story-oriented. The setting is Ireland, way up in the country, and so you have all this visuals of really kind of cool. And this small town of Asylum. Yeah, they renamed the town. So his secret identity. See, the little people there too. The little people. The people there are in small town setting, and so all the relationships of the characters are interrelated. And it's sort of small town thing, like this guy knows this person, that guy. So Finbar's secret identity, at one point he's out there, shooting cans in the field because it's very country, right? But the game, shooting cans with the local, sheriff in a sense, the local policeman, the what did they call him? I don't know the name for it. The Garda is the local policeman. He's the Garda. He's the policeman guard, right? And they're shooting cans, and then a friendly bet, and you should read this story. And on the other hand, he's got this little cat, this little house, this little, his little place, and his friends down at the pub kind of deal. And then the terrorists come in, so there's like these, but everyone's like somebody's like so it just gets involved. My friend Michael's going to the film school stuff, and he kept saying progressive complications, because it's a filmmaking term for plot development, and this is it really is progressive complications, because this happens and then this happens and there's all these little things happen. See, Finbar has a secret identity. He's kind of like old World War II veteran fighting the Nazis kind of deal. And then so in the 70s, he's this very seasoned assassin guy. And he just does kind of like kill for hire stuff. But kind of like for the good guys, killing off the bad guys. And so it's kind of like who's the bad guy, who's the good guy kind of deal. These are these small character arcs going on here, but the main one is Finbar. So he's got this kind of double life thing going on, and then he has to take out the terrorists who they're fresh off the thing. The movie starts off open with a bombing, like in the city, like Belfast, and then they scoot away to hide in that little town.
Screen.
And so he's in there, and I just get confused. And so he's, he has a history of like knocking off really bad people for big money, or just big money, and like locally, big money. So, anyways, and then he's got an admirer that wants to go in his thing, and then there's the little old lady that lives next door that he has a crush on, and he wants to make a garden and lead the good life, and leave all this killing stuff behind, and then show the terrorists. Next thing you know, it's kind of like the badass guy. So there's violence, there's that sort of thing, and you kind of do have a connection to the characters. So when they get hurt, you do give a little bit of a 2 bits to it, and it's an all right. It's a great movie with a story. It has a lot of It keeps layering into the story. I mean, the story's not that complicated, but it keeps layering into it. So when you're watching it, it's like, what? And if you love Irish accents, not quite like that, but real Irish accents, because they're like real Irish people doing real Irish accents, and it's pretty dang thick. It's thick. It's even a slang in there. Thick. So, yeah, there's a lot to that. I mean, for example, you get American Werewolf in London. If you've seen that movie, they jump inside of a pub and there's some heavy-duty accents, and you shouldn't gotten more. And it's like you get like cultural flavor is just like that, and then there's like the two groups going out into the moor. And it's the whole movie is steeped and immersed in Irish small town cultural. You really get a feel of what it's like. You're like, I just went to Ireland and visited a small town. There's a lot of that. I mean, so that has a big flavor. In the land of saints and sinners. It's all she wrote. The bells of St. Mary. The bells. So, yeah. But there is something lacking, and I don't know what. I mean, I kind of cared about. I cared a little bit more about the little old lady, or the one guy gets killed, and by the Anyway, the guy that Finbar worked for was kind of an alright guy, but he was kind of a local gangster in a sense. But his mom, he lived in his older mom had to deal with him being killed, and she didn't see it. I mean, it's just there's a lot of touching scenes, and even the big bad Dorian lady, it was like she was just fighting for the cause, But he always wanted to be a little gardener, and there's this interesting. He kills people and puts them in the place where, and then he has them dig their own grave, and after he plants a little tree, he has a little tree garden growing. Anyways, it's a pretty good movie. There's a lot of story. It's worth seeing, but it's kind of more in the B range, not a B plus. Something's missing it. I can't put my finger. Maybe it's because it's like it's old story for me. It's like I had the Irish one, and then they come in. It's just there's something, I don't know, but it's worth seeing. In the land of saints and sinners, I give it a B. Not because of special effects, but because of the story. There's a lot of I don't know what it is, but it's okay. It's like visiting Ireland or something. Yeah. Liam, let's see what's in the news, because there's something in the news. I gotta show you this. It's kind of trying to keep track here. Yep. The last of the Pearl Harbor survivors from the USS Arizona. Pearl Harbor. Last survivor died. Passed away. The last USS Arizona survivor dies. A man named Colton? What was his name? God. Conter. Yeah, Conter. So Lou Conter here was 102 years old. That's wow. I mean, he died Monday in his home in Grass Valley, California. And geez, I mean, this guy was on the Arizona, and he attended the Arizona memorials like every year after a certain year. At first, he didn't do nothing. He stayed away, and then he went to them like every year. So he was born in 21. So he enlisted in the Navy. He was on the Arizona, and he was going to go back to like on the lure lane or something like this. But you better stay on the Arizona because they're going down to Santa Barbara anyways. And then December 7th, So he's on board. So he was on board as a watch. See, there he is with his like the paper from that time, and there he is back in the day. This is me back in the day, and I can't find the thing. It's like he was on watch at the stern or the back of the ship. The Zeros, the kamikaze planes came in with the torpedoes. Boom, boom, boom. Arizona, the battleship gets bombed, and one bomb goes right down like the gullet in the smokestack in the front of the ship. Goes all the way down and hits an ammunition like dump, a bunch of explosive, like most of the explosive. And the Arizona was loaded to the gill. It had just got, oiled up, so it was completely, fueled. And the dump of ammunition got hit by the torpedo, and all of it blew up. So all of the ammunition blew up, lifted the Arizona out of the water. That was like, whoa. So he was on the back of the ship. He got knocked out, and a lot of people...
I remember you.
And of all the people that killed in the USS December 7th, all the people, 2,000-something people that got... 2,300 people that got killed, something like that. Half of the people killed were on board the Arizona. So he survived and so he explosion knocked him down, and he assisted with a lot of the grabbing people in the lifeboats. So it's like abandoned ship and pulling everybody into the lifeboats and everything. So he was really kind of a hero after. And then he went on and became part of
did you get here?
A flight school and had a what is it?
Not all of us.
Okay. PBY Catalina seaplanes called the Black Cats, and he did stealth night missions afterwards, and then he went to like one in what was it?
Bloody.
Okay, I don't know what year it was, but the 50th anniversary, he decided to go to the thing, and he went to it every year ever since the 50th anniversary. I don't know, it's like 89, 79. And yeah, so there he is, Luke Colton, gone at 102, the last of the USS Arizona survivors.
No energy.
No energy. So we'll go to the sports, and I don't know, not much going on. Maybe a little back in the day. Relax. Remember back in the day in 1973? The Saints, in the land of saints and sinners. You wanted to relax, just go and look in the back of this like gangster car. Look in the trunk of the gangster car. Oh, we found a poster of Biden. Oh my God, you're not supposed to have that. Steve Crawford orders his trunk of his Model A Ford, gathered at Aloha chapter, Model A Ford Club, and his daughter, the healthy 100 healthy antiques among them. Ooh, Model A here, and this is the trunk. It's just like a suitcase. Man, the finger. Oh, political cartoon. And you are... His little hands. The little hands. Yes, Trump with his God complex. That's just a narcissism thing, and now that he's under total stress. Obviously brought on by himself. And the narcissism is high. Oh, judge needs to consider meaning of spirit of one.
Yeah, we need to have judges not be political. Don't have political...
Oh, wait, you know what? Okay. Enough. Okay. Well, we say rest in peace to Luke Colton. And given that in the land of saints and sinners, I'll give it a solid B. It's like going to see Ireland. If you want to just immerse yourself in that little town, there's some action. It's just like a fight scenes and some, it's an alright movie. It sticks to that storytelling thing. It's just like, I think they're the materials like IRA 70s maybe, but it's a little town way in Ireland, so it's cool. Anyways, aloha. That's it. Have a great day. Have a wonderful time. I have to find out where. I have to find out what button to push. Oh, there it is. Aloha. Aloha to you.
You are annoying.
I am annoying. Hey. Aloha.